On tabletop for review, it's two of the brand new Star Wars 20th anniversary sets from LEGO, and we're going to take a look in this video, find out exactly which one of these sets, priced at $29.99, is worth your $30. So stay tuned. We're going to compare these, see which one is worth your $30. Let's start with the Anakin Podracer, look into the build itself, and rank them on which one we think is better. Anakin Podracer, 279 pieces, utilizes these clear, transparent Technic pieces in order to make a floating look. A couple of these sand pins in here, which do show through, but it's a good compromise. Stickers in the pod itself adds a little bit of detail, not too many. With these pieces here that have been developed, you have the energy beams to give it that look of electrical current flowing in between the engines, like in the movie. Fantastic job with all of the minor details and greebling bits here. Quite an improvement over previous pod racers. On the flip side, we have the Scout Walker, which is currently being manned by a Kashyyyk trooper. 250 pieces. I don't know exactly. You get this little side Kashyyyk mound here. And let's not forget this Dwarf Spider. I think the Dwarf Spider's a plus. Love the stud shooter, but it works in terms of looks. And we took out our Scout Walker there. Not the most durable of builds for the Dwarf Spider if you're going to be throwing this around or using it in play. These clip pieces come off pretty easily. Actually looks kind of cool. Scout Walker is kind of stagnant in his posability. He does lack that. Really can't get him into too many positions. I'm not even sure I can get it into one position. You can't tilt him back. He falls back. Can't really tilt him down to shoot. You have to shoot him like this. It does have the rotating blaster, and they had a stud shooter in there to kill your Wookiee. But there's no way to tilt down the blaster here, so it does look a little odd. Or you have to set it aside. Again, durability on this one, when actually playing, you're going to have some pieces falling off. I'm not going to put much stock into the side builds, especially this trench section from Kashyyyk. Yeah, you can use this trench to make a scene out of this and battle your Scout Walker. I've left the stickers off, so I lose a little bit of detail here, but not so much that I'm worried about it on this particular set. And the Scout Walker itself is oversized, as it always has been with LEGO. Oversized in terms of minifigure scale. With the build itself and aesthetics, which one do I actually want to display? Podracer, give a point. Podracer takes this round. Taking a look at our minifigures from the Anakin's Podracer, of course we get young Anakin here. Comes with his brown leather cap, helmet, and his secondary facial expression there. Print on the backside, he gets a little pouch. And he has the short child legs. He's a boy, not a man yet. We get a Padme, very angry expression on her face. Nice detail in the shirt. And her secondary facial expression. Those are our two main figures. And of course, as our anniversary figure, we get Luke Skywalker for the Snowspeeder. On the left is the actual 20th anniversary, and on the right is the original OG 1999 Luke Skywalker. No extra facial print for him, but we weren't expecting one. And here's the 20-year anniversary markings on the back. A little bit closer look, you can see the difference in the print quality. Obviously, the opacity here is much better. They probably put down a base layer, or perhaps LEGO has changed their ink. For some reason, OG Luke looks a little taller to me. How about you guys? So the retro quality, LEGO, you've gone downhill. In our other set, 75261, Clone Scout Walker, we have a Kashyyyk Trooper in camo. And he comes with a
clone face.
Backside of his print. Good detail in this figure. I like the digital or digitized camo look to him. Here's a Wookiee Warrior. I believe this is a new colorization, but pretty much is just Chewbacca. Battle droids. They just don't count. For the 20th anniversary figure, we get 1999 Darth Vader. I do not have a 1999 Darth Vader to compare to. Very good print quality on him. And his face underneath. Backside, of course, has the 20th anniversary print. 20 years. Saved Lego, Star Wars. Of the two sets, which figures do we think are better quality? Which ones do we want in our collection more? I'm going to have to go with Anakin's Podracer. I really like the update to Padme, and in the other set, I just feel like the only real quality figure is the Kashyyyk Trooper. Chewbacca's, or the Wookiee Warrior is just a rehash of Chewbacca. The battle droid doesn't count. This one, with the 20th figures, it's light versus dark. We are not choosing the dark side this time. Winner! Take a look at volume of stuff and playability. So in Anakin's Podracer, let's take a look at the volume of stuff. And you get a Podracer! And these three figures. Extra stuff. Total miss that you have nothing else to race against your Podracer. I love how swishable this is in terms of playability. That is a plus. But your volume of stuff inside the box, and there's no other racers in this wave to race against this Podracer, so we're going to have to take a look at the Scout Walker. You get the Kashyyyk side build. We don't put a lot of stock into it, but it does make for a complete good versus evil bad. And you get your battle droid. We'll give some credit there, even though we don't count him as a minifigure. And then you get this dwarf spider as well. So it's definitely a one-sided battle here once you add the Wookiee. And the Kashyyyk Trooper is pretty good. So volume of stuff for $30, you're getting a better volume of stuff with the Scout Walker. So at the end of the day, we have to decide which of these $30 sets is going to be the one we buy. And the Star Wars fan in me wants to say both, but that's a cop-out. Choosing only one set, the choice is clear. Just like the Technic pieces in it, that's Anakin's Podracer. The swishability, the playability, the build itself, the figures, it's the winner. $29.99. Put it on the shelf. Yes! Anakin's Podracer, guys. That's the one I would recommend here. Put it on the shelf. Yes! And here's the winning cast. They've all subscribed to the channel. Have you? I'll see you guys when we place our next brick.